This is it, guys. It's all done. What do you think? So I'm back at the cabin in the woods. I'm going to be working in here again and trying to get this stone hearth finished. I bent the top, all the tops as well here. So I have the bottoms and the tops curved in, and I also bent them so they stick out about an inch. I want to just give you kind of a close-up so you can see the entire structure. You see it's not pulling away, it's not even trying to from the wall. It's just completely on there, and they're solid already. So they've been curing overnight, and so in the steps here, we're going on day 4, so it's very dry. I did come back and try to wipe some of the sides and the top right here. Obviously it's going to need more cleaning, but and then the middle underneath there will be for our firewood, so we can store our firewood in the firebox. And then this is the other side. So, and then the other side of the edge over here, so you can see I kind of try to smooth it all out so it looks uniform, and I like some of the rocks to come over the wood in some cases, in some spots, because I think it just all adds character. And like this one here, see how this one's kind of sticking out, but it's all cemented and all sealed in. So we continue, and then the final thing will be cleaning it, and I'll have to spend some time really scrubbing it. I haven't shown it to you guys yet, but there's the stove. It's a mid-sized stove, and then it has glass that's back there behind those screens. We have the glass for it. So as you can see, it's got like rust on it, and it's not in the best of shape. Get this, see, it's not in the best shape. I'll have to address all of those issues. And then also internally it will have to be patched up a little bit, but for the most part it's doing all right. It's got a blower on it that we are not going to be using because it does require power and probably takes up quite a bit. I do have the specs here. I haven't looked at it yet, but here's the plug for it. So it does have a blower. I might just take it out entirely. We don't know yet. We'll see. These are the rocks that we have left. Just from the look of it, I would say I'll have enough to finish the entire build, the stone hearth. So I'm going to go ahead and mix the cement, and then we'll get going. Nice and dry here. Doors open. feels like it's in there tight. It's sitting on top of the hook, you know.
Well, yeah, so that at least will give it the extra support.
Oh, yeah. And then that, see how thick, how wide that is? That'll give me a good base for the next rock.
Right, because you only have like, you know, what is that, 16 inches left?
I don't know. Yeah. Ladder now. Well, just because, you know, I have my back issues and my neck issues, and
Well, even someone who doesn't have all your issues, it would be tasking for, because there's a lot of reaching and stretching. You know, the stones are heavy. The concrete is heavy.
I took a little break for about an hour, hour and a half, and I'm back now. I'm going to try and put the rest of the stones up there that are missing. There's only like maybe 3-4 stones that I'm gonna have to put on there. So but I wanted to give that chance to cure for a bit, and they did, and now they're nice and solid. It's still very wet, so but that's okay because it's strong enough at this point to where I can go back and lay more rock on top. I'm about to put a really large, thick rock. It's like 2 inches thick. And I don't want it there, I want it right there. So I'm going to put another rock right there, and I'm going to set that one right on top. And pray. Okay? Wish me luck, guys. This is a big one. I'm going to do my usual hand trick, because any other way it'll just fall off. See? It works for me. I know. Hey, you gotta do what works for you, you know? That's what I believe. People need to do what works for them. I'm not telling you to do it like I'm doing it. We are not a teaching channel. I always say that. We're a vlog. These are our lives. This is what we're doing. Hopefully we can inspire some of you in the older, age group to don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the wasp. Don't be afraid of trying to build a stone heart. Don't be afraid to build a cabin. If you want to, if that's what you wanted to do all your life, like I did, and go do it. Oh, you got back issues? Join the club. You got neck problems? Join the club. You got shoulder? I had a shoulder surgery. I lost part of my bicep to the surgery. I've had a knee surgery way back, and so yeah, I can understand the whole concept of oh but you know is right, because I can come up with excuses too not to do this, but I'm doing it, right? So hopefully our channel will inspire some of you to follow in our footsteps, to do what we're doing. Don't be afraid. For me, the key is to hold the rock as I finish putting in the rest of the cement, and usually it doesn't take very long at all. If the consistency of the concrete is correct, it's wet but pretty thick. It'll set very quick, very rapidly. So don't be afraid. Do it. You gotta go after what you want in life, because that's the only way. You gotta go after it. Everything you got. She's already on there. See that? I think I'm done. I think I'm going to go ahead and just fill in this little hole right here. Exciting. I just have to get my rag now and clean up here. Clean all of that extra concrete that's, spilled over the wood, but I'll get that off. Now it's just a matter of going back and with patience try to expose as much of that stone as we can. I have never in my life ever said the words, I can't do it. Never. Those three words together don't belong in my vocabulary. I have never in my life, you cannot speak, she's been with me for a decade. She's never heard me once say, oh, I can't do that. I try it. And then if I fail, I hire a professional. But I try. I never say I can't. I always try. Always try. No matter what, I try. Because if you don't try, you don't know if you'll be able to do it. It's like those people that say, I don't like broccoli. Well, have you ever had broccoli? No. Well, why don't you taste it? Well, because I don't like it. Well, how do you know you don't like it if you never tasted it, right? And that's kind of the same thing. So I don't know, how do you know if you can do it or not if you don't try? Something to think about, right? Just try. I wake up every morning and I try. I try every day. I feel sorry for the wasp because she hasn't stopped flying for the last like 30 minutes. I feel sorry for the wasp. Okay, I gotta wet my rag and continue with the cleaning. In my opinion, there are two major advantages to doing a stone heart with natural stone. One, it's a cost-saving factor because you don't have to go and go to a quarry and buy rock, or even go to a store and buy those veneers. Veneers. Then the second reason for me is you're not going to get the look out of a veneer that you get from natural stone. Never. It's always going to look better, more rustic, more natural, because it's natural stone. So you cannot imitate nature. Mother Nature is always number one for everything. This is it, guys. It's all done. What do you think? There's still a little bit of a haze on this stone, but we tried to remove as much as we could. And we'll go back and do more later. But now we have a nice stone heart, and the next thing we're going to be doing is refurbishing this wood stove right here.